Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Good morning, good morning. I hope everyone's enjoying their holiday season. Just making sure we are live in all of the places here before we get started. We have such a fun topic for you guys today. How to map your goals. I know it's the end of the year and a lot of you are looking forwards into 2021 and you're excited about the new year to come, as am I. And I'm gonna share my process for how I map my goals. I was literally working on this all week long and I thought this would be a great topic for the live stream. So before we get started, if this is your first time to the show, my name is Cyndi Williams. I've been in the travel industry for over 25 years. I started when I was a baby, straight out of high school. I went to travel school. I own and operate my own award-winning, nationally recognized travel agency, and I'm also the CEO of Cruise on Vacation, which teaches people how to launch, grow, and supersize their travel businesses. So yeah, I've been doing this for a minute, and mapping our goals is something we do with our clients on a regular basis, but I thought, let me just dig into this a little bit for you guys. If you're looking for resources or thinking about, how do you plan for 2021, this is a great live stream to catch. So you guys know I love earrings and coffee mugs, so I'm sharing how cute. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, all the places. I have our cute little mugs, and then I have these earrings that are made out of recycled tin by this amazing couple here in Austin. So enough fun stuff. I know we're loving the Christmas stuff. I actually put this headband on to wear out of the house yesterday. My husband's like, are you gonna wear that out on the town? Yes, I am, because it's fabulous. Why wouldn't I? But guys, let's get into talking about goals. And I actually have a couple of resources I'm going to share with you, because one of the things we do is sit down on a regular basis and plan goals for our company and also help our clients do that as well. But before you actually jump in and start that process of goal planning, it's really important that you do what I call is a pre-step. I had this conversation with one of my clients yesterday who went through some life changes and was kind of like, oh my gosh, I didn't accomplish what I wanted to the last few months. And so her headspace wasn't feeling awesome, right? That happens to so many of you, especially in this year. We had this weird COVID year and it was crazy and all the things are happening, right? So the pre-step that you need to take is recognize what you did do this year. Recognize how far you did come. Write down all of the things you accomplished this year. This is something I do on an annual basis, and I also do it on a regular monthly check-in, which I'll talk about that in the goal planning process here in a second. But that's what I did yesterday. I literally wrote down 28 things of major accomplishments that I did in 2020 this year. So some of these are personal, some of them are professional, some are things that we did for the business. But the reason you go through this exercise of writing down your accomplishments is it puts you in a headspace to, one, recognize exactly how much you did accomplish this year, or if you're doing it on your monthly checks in the past month, because I think we forget, right? And also things like maybe you took care of a loved one, maybe you had to work from home and balance things, maybe you had to help your kids who are doing virtual school. Those count as stuff you had to do this year, and you got through it, you accomplished it. So the reason that this step is so important from a mindset perspective is, as an entrepreneur, if you want to be a high functioning business owner that's just oozing success, you do not doubt is a luxury you can't afford. I'm going to repeat that. I want you to say it with me. Doubt is a luxury that I cannot afford. Right? As an entrepreneur, you move forward, you go above, over, under, around, you get to your goal regardless of the circumstances and regardless of things that are going on. You might have to modify, you might have to pivot, you might have to adjust. That's normal stuff. We all have changes and things that get thrown at us. But taking the step of recognizing everything that you did and everything that you accomplished this year is a big deal. So that will help, that tool in your toolbox writing these things down will help remind you, wow, I did do a lot. Wow, we went through a lot this year. Wow, there were some lessons that I learned and accomplished, and you move forward from a place of accomplishment instead of a place of frustration, despair, worry, anxiety, because none of that stuff serves you. None of it serves you when you are planning and preparing for the year to come, okay? So that's the first step. The next step, I want to see if I can share my screen here, since we are on a couple of different platforms. But first let me share a fun tool with you. So this is something that we give our clients. So if you're in Careers on Vacation or Wanderlust CEO, you have access to this sheet already as a download to do your preparing, and in fact I'll pop it over in our secret groups after the call today. Or if any of my staff is watching, you can pop it in there too. But at any rate, we'll make sure you have a copy in the forums today. So even if you don't have one of these, I'm gonna show you how to do this like on a notebook piece of paper if you are not in one of our programs, because I still want you to set your goals. I still want you to move forward into 2020, into 2021 with success and all the good things. So let me share my screen with you guys real quick. And if you guys don't mind, drop me a little like heart or like if you can see my screen here. So if you are in the programs, right, you can work from this sheet. If you've been to one of our gold diggers, you probably have this, and it's laminated, so you literally can use your wet erase markers on it. So regardless of whichever one you're using, you can do this process. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is, I'm gonna kind of try to two screen this here so you guys can see both. See if I can, there we go. So write your goal in the middle, okay? You wanna put your goal in the middle. What's your big goal for next year? Start with like, what's that grand plan? What is that huge, maybe it's a certain profit you wanna hit, a certain revenue you wanna hit. Maybe it's a life goal of getting healthier, whatever the big goal is. Whether you can, by the way, you can use this for business or personal, it doesn't matter, this works for any goal. You put your big goal right here in the middle. Once you've established what your big goal is, the next thing you want to do is you want to move over to these categories, and you want to create the projects, the initiatives, if you will, that will get you to that goal, okay? So if you're a travel agency, maybe this might look like, if you want to get to a certain revenue, you're going to write that here in the middle. And what are the projects that are going to get you there? Maybe you want to expand on groups this year. Maybe you want to start doing group sales, and that's going to bring extra revenue into your company. Maybe you want to, maybe if you're a Disney focused agent, maybe you want to work towards your earmarking, right? You want to get earmarked with Disney so you can get all the perks and all the advantages that come with that. What is that initiative going to look like? So you'd write, work towards Disney earmarking. Maybe you want to renegotiate commissions or take a hard look at, what am I doing with preferred vendors? So one of the things, if you're new to the industry, you might not know is something that you can do is with certain suppliers, you can negotiate higher commissions. So those conversations should be taking place right now. So negotiating higher commissions, reaching out to understand what you can get from your different suppliers if you reach certain tier levels. Even if they don't negotiate, which some don't, you still need to know what the tiers are. Like if I sell Delta Vacations, what do I have to sell to get to this level? If I sell Royal Caribbean, what are, you know, based on how much I sell, what brackets can how can I earn that higher commission? Those are things that can move your bottom line substantially without you doing any additional tasks through the year. So like you understand what your get to goal is, or you negotiate the commission, and then you sell with that supplier. All you have to do is modify maybe who you're selling or get really good with that product line. You can increase, if you move 10% of your base over to those types of cruises, you get into that next bracket, that can increase your profit margin without you really doing any too much extra work. So at any rate, those are decisions that would get you to that goal if your goal is to make more money in your travel business, right? The other thing you might look at is, what are your KPIs? And this is not a webinar on KPIs or a live stream on KPIs today. KPI are your key performance indicators. So we talked about this a few weeks ago, but what are the numbers? Every business has numbers that they measure their success by. That is what KPIs are. So things like, what is my close rate? What is my lead flow, right? What are your number of leads that you have coming in? What's your cost per lead? What is your cost per conversion? Knowing those numbers means if you let me use sales as the easiest example. So if you talk to 10 customers and you close at a 20% close rate, that means you're selling 2 vacations out of every 10 people that you talk to. If you increase your sales to 30%, that means you're gonna sell 3 of every 10 that you talk to, okay? So automatically that increases your bottom line. So focusing on your sales, driving that number will get you to that middle goal. The other thing that can be a big one is increasing your lead flow. That would definitely, this is always a box that I have in mind, no matter for every company that I've run in the past, and anything I'm focusing on is how do I increase lead flow? Once you fix your lead flow problem, that always goes right to that center goal. But if you're getting 100 leads a month and you increase your lead flow 20%, now you're getting 120%. And instead of closing at 20%, you're closing at 30%. You see how quickly you can attach a financial number to getting to that goal. So you literally can map this goal and figure out, if I close a little bit stronger, if I get more leads, if I do these other initiatives that I'm working on, all of that will get you to that goal. So the point of the goal mapping exercise is to really understand what baby projects or initiatives do I need to do through the year to get me to that ultimate goal. So once you've figured out the projects, that's kind of like what those little boxes are right here, or you're putting them in the pie slices if you have the pretty form, if you're in our program. Once you have the pie slices, and then underneath, whether you're pie slices or you're doing this on a notebook, you want to put, what are the tasks I have to do to accomplish that goal, right? So sales might be, I need to get stronger with closing. Maybe you need to do some sales training. Maybe you need to get better at proposals. Maybe people are ghosting you and you don't know why. Maybe you need to be better at expert positioning, or how, you know, that whole qualification process and follow through on your close and asking for the sale, whatever it might be. How are you going to get better at sales if sales is one of the things on here? If increasing leads is something that you struggle with, what are the tasks you need to do? You need to maybe improve your marketing. Maybe you need to do careers on vacation, so we can just give you our proven systems and you can just turn on leads and have them flowing into your system. Or whatever you're going to do to increase your leads if that's one of your goals. If it's reaching out to the preferred vendors, which ones do you have a relationship with? Which ones are you doing the most sales with? Which ones can you open up conversations to maybe negotiate higher commissions? So guys, see how I'm putting all those subtasks in. I'm not doing this stuff right now. Like, don't go to like start doing it tomorrow. But the mapping process allows you to go, okay, this is my year and here's how I'm gonna get to my goals. And then once I map all of these things out, I look at the box that's most important to get to that biggest goal. So if I know, like, increasing your leads is the biggest one that will get you the success faster, so that's the one I'm going to say do it right away. So you'll notice here on my little scribble scrabble notepad, I have a target date of 1/21. Whatever is the subtask or the initiative that will get you to that goal the fastest, that's the one you start first. So that's the purpose of having these target dates. On the goal mapping sheet over here, you can see by the pie slice colors, you can put your goal timelines or your target goals in there. So if you want to increase leads, maybe one of your goals is to get real marketing in place, look into careers on vacation, do something that's going to increase leads. If your second one is sales, where can I get some great sales training? Mod 7 of careers on vacation. I promise this is not a plug. Or there's a million sales courses, right? Whatever it is. The point being is, whatever your tasks are to get you to this ultimate goal, make sure that you are doing the most impactful ones first. Is that helpful, you guys? So that's kind of my annual process. Once I do this, I actually have a huge whiteboard in my office. It's right over there, so I see it every day. Like, if I look to the left, my goal and all my sub projects and tasks are underneath it. I find that really helpful to keep it in front of me every single day. So let me get out of here and I'm going to talk about how you kind of check in on your goals, if that makes sense. So once I have my annual process done and I have all of the target dates and all of the things, what you want to do is you want to check in on your goals every single month, okay? So I use the Erin Condren planning system where I just did this yesterday for December, so it has all the cute things, all the stickers. This is how I manage my day-to-day in addition to my phone. But when I'm checking in with my goals, I literally write down, and this is last year's, right? So this is 2020. I keep all of the old months. I'm gonna turn this over here, but I keep all of the months, the old months. You can see them there. Every single month what I do is I look at what my goals were for November, right? I'm breaking it down from the annual level, and I write down what I did. We did this, we did this, we did this. And then what am I doing? Because doubt is not a luxury any entrepreneur can afford, I'm starting in that place on a monthly basis to do my check-in on what we accomplish, and then adjust if I have to, pivot if I have to, figure out what I need to do to move into the next month, and figure out what my mini goal is for the month that is ultimately leading into that large goal for the year. So this is a great system, especially if you're very tactile and visual. You know, I am old school, right? Like, I started my professional career in the early 90s, and so we had like the planners and all the things. So I love this Erin Condren system. I think it's fantastic for your day-to-day planning. But for your annual planning, you want to just take time, guys, to understand, what do I want to do this year? Reflect on it. I've adopted for December this year a motto of rest, relax, and reflect, because burnout and stress and chaos is not anything that you want to go into a new year with, and it also doesn't help you plan for success going into the next year. So taking a moment to really get clear on your intentions. Clarity is power when you're building your business and when you're growing. Make sure you're taking time this month to figure out, how do I want to leap forward into next year, because anything is possible, right? It's been a crazy, chaotic year. There's been so much that we've all learned, but there's so much hope and encouragement on the way with vaccines around the corner. We're already actively selling. We have people on vacation every day now at our agency, which is exciting to have that process back again. Not everyone's ready to travel, and that's okay. But the ones who are, we're ready to serve. And as our clients are thinking through next year plans, because we've had relationships and have communicated with them through the year, they still have deposits on for stuff later in 2021, which we're super excited too. So I want you to really be encouraged about moving into 2021 with your travel business. And two things: if you've been thinking about getting into the travel industry, go take our free masterclass. It's a totally free resource. I'll link it below. You can go to cruiseonvacation.com/masterclass, and that will help you understand if getting in the industry is right for you, what it really takes to be successful in the industry. We were getting hundreds and hundreds of questions about, Cyndi, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? There's only so much time in the day, so I created that free resource for anyone who's in that thinking about it phase. Go over there and check that out. That's really cool. But if what I'm saying is resonating with you, you've always wanted to have a travel business, or you're one of my experienced agents who had a tough year because maybe you were depending on your older established clients who aren't traveling as much, and you never had to really be relevant in the online space before, guys, that's what we teach you at Careers on Vacation. So if you want to learn how to launch, grow, and supersize your travel business, whether you are brand new or experienced, we have 2 learning tracks. Definitely consider reaching out to us at Careers on Vacation. You can apply by going to cruiseonvacation.com/ready now. And really, you're just gonna have a conversation with one of our enrollment coaches to understand what your goals are, because it's very personal, right? Your goals are not the same as the next person's goals. If we can help you, then we'll talk to you about the program. If not, we'll still give you some great resources and help you in any way that we can. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. Don't forget, this is your last, today's the last day? 2 days. No, it's Wednesday. 2 days. You only have today and tomorrow to register for the Season of Giving contest. It's over $8,000 in prizes, you guys. You can go to Instagram and click on my highlights tab and look at all of the prizes that we're going to be raffling off later this week. You can still register by going to wanderlustceo.com/Santa. I'll also link that below. And that was just, we reached out to vendors and said, hey, we really want to bring some love and light into the travel industry to close the year. register, and so this project turned into a monster. I have a table full of prizes downstairs all ready to be shipped out. So don't forget, you have to register, and then the other step you have to do is just follow us on YouTube. So I'll drop that link down below too. And also over on YouTube, we're putting out content every single week to help you grow your travel businesses and give you tips and advice and just share and give you some motivation. So I love you guys so much. I'm gonna actually head over to packing. We're also sending out all of our clients gifts today. Steph is headed over and we're having a packing party. So today is all holiday fun. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. I wish you so much love, so much abundance. I wish you the world. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.